Alright, back again at JMC Games with another deck profile for you. Uh, this deck, I have the cards, but I'm in a dispute with eBay right now because an eBay seller shipped me the wrong cards. They're supposed to ship me two Demise of the Land. They shipped me something else. They want me to pay for the return. I was like, I'm not paying for the return. You're saving my cards. So I gotta wait and dispute with them right now. So that's why I'm bringing it to you on this instead because I didn't want to keep postponing the Toon deck for you. Alright, so let's get into it. I run two Dark Magician Girls. I run two because I had, with Toon Kingdom, I keep banishing cards, so I would lose her a lot of times. I think she's a really good card just for the fact that you could special summon her, tribute the card, special her, bring her out, and she can attack on the first turn that she's brought out. Most of these, actually all of these, have to wait another turn before they could attack. She doesn't. She's a very good card, I think. I run three Cyber Dragons. He's a very good card. He can special summon when you control no monster and your opponent controls a monster. Then you can bring him out, special summoning, ignoring the tributes. I think he's good. I run one Goblin. I think he's good just for the fact that he has 2,800 attack points. So he causes a lot of damage. He goes into defensive mode, which you could change him back for your next turn, and he'll do it again. Three Gemini Elves. I like her a lot just for the fact that don't have tribute with her. She's level 4. She's 1900, which is like kind of a lot. And when she attacks directly or a monster and she's successful at it, you can make your opponent discard a random card. So she cleans the opponent's deck out for you while attacking. I'm gonna skip this one and go to this one real quick. I run three Sorcerer just because for draw power he's a low 900. So you have to make sacrifices in order to get cards into your hand. But he's a pretty good card. Run two Necroface. I run Necroface just for the fact that Kingdom banishes so many cards. Well, three right off the bat. Another one for each monster you want to protect. So you pull him out. Normal summon him. Can't special. Normal. When he's normal summoned, you can shuffle all those banished cards back into your deck. Each one you shuffle back into your deck, you are able to add 100 attack points to this card. And if he is destroyed by battle, you and your opponent have to remove 5 cards. Banish 5 cards from your deck. So it's kind of a thing, like if your opponent wants to take him out, but does he really want to lose, banish 5 cards from his deck. It's up and down. I like the card because I get my monsters back, and if I banish Toon Kingdom, I get it back. I don't run a lot of monsters, but spells, I got one Magic Reflector. This one protects my Toon Kingdom. In case that it was being destroyed, it adds one counter on there. I take the counter off. Toon Kingdom's fine. I run one, maybe running two later, but I gotta cut this deck down some more if I have to. Run Toon Rollback so I can double attack. Works great. 3 Terraformings to get out Toon Kingdom. 1 Gold Sarcophagus just for the fact that I could banish a card face up and then I could put it back in after my second main phase. It is great. I could get Toon Kingdom, banish that, get it in my hand, or any other monster depending on what the situation brings up. I think it's a really good card. I run 2 Mimikatz. That's my monster reborn. I will steal my opponent's monster or spell or trap card, whichever I see fit to do. I will take it. 3 Toon Table of Contents. I run these. These are a very good card. I can bring out anything Toon related in my deck. As long as it has Toon in it, I can take it out. This also helps me bring out Kingdom or another monster. Again, just depending on the situation. I run 1 Shared Ride. Maybe get rid of this card. I don't know. It works sometimes. It could just take up space. But anytime your opponent adds a monster from the graveyard or deck without drawing, then I'm able to draw a card. So it kind of helps me, gives me some draw power. We'll see. Then I run 2 Demise of the Land. This one's really good because I could activate this when the opponent special summons a monster. Then I could get a field spell card from my deck and activate it right then and there. So if they take out my Toon Kingdom, I could just pop this down. Sorry, pop this down, and I'll bring out Toon Kingdom, and I'm back in action. I run 1 Toon World just in case I banish my Toon Kingdoms or my Toon Kingdoms get taken out. I run 2 Comic Hands so I can steal my opponent's monster again, and it acts like a Toon monster, so he can attack directly. Same thing. 3 Toon Kingdoms because you have to have this card in order to make this deck run. 2 Toon Briefcases. I really like this card. I didn't at first because I kept it out of my original build, but I actually really like it. Just for the fact that I don't have to control Toon World or Toon Kingdom to use this. When this card is activated, or when opponent special summons a monster, I can activate this card and he shuffles them back into the deck. So that's useful against cards that get their effects by graveyard. It doesn't, it skips the graveyard, goes right back into the deck. I run 2. This is actually called Sandstorm Mirror Force on this. Again, I don't know why the names are so jacked up. It's called Quaking Mirror Force. And this I think it works good with the Toon. Just because I can skip over and attack directly with Toon Kingdom. I turn all their monsters face down and they cannot adjust it, so they can't tribute, they can't do anything else because their monsters are face down and locked that way. In a tribute, you know, you have to flip summon to get them off the field. I'm sure there's other ways they can get them off the field, but I think this is like a very good thing to have in the Toon deck. I run 2 Toon Mask just because he also lets me get out monsters, so I can flip that up, activate it, change it to either a high powered monster, low powered monster, whatever I need at the time. And he lets me special summon Toon monster with the same rank or lower from my deck. Run 1 Vanity because this deck is mostly built on tributing, so it doesn't really hurt me that much at all. Spirit Barrier. Spirit Barrier is good. It saves my Toons. It's why you control a monster, you take no battle damage. That's what's great. And 1 Dark Bribe just in case I may have to go to 2, but I really like Dark Bribe because he helps me when I come into some crazy situations, like when they try to MST my Toon Kingdom, or they try to take out my monster with Mirror Force or anything else. Actually, even if I have Toon Kingdom on the field, my Toons really can't be targeted by anything. Just banish a card. Let me show you my extra deck because I'm going to show you what I did originally, but I took them out to make it more Toon. I had Buster Dragon, and I had 2 Summoner's Monk and 2 Prisma in this deck, so that way they can bring him out. What he does is he changes all my opponent's monsters to dragons that's on the field, and that's when I went with Toon Buster Blader because he gets the effect from the dragons to go up 500 every time. So he became really strong, but it's just not consistent enough with. It makes the deck really like hard to play sometimes because he still takes 2 to tribute, so you had to get rid of 2 good monsters when you could be attacking the opponent. Unless you already have him out and then you're able to get him. Somehow it's kind of difficult at the time right now. I ran 2 Prisma just because with the other thing, with the Summoner's Monk. I thought about running this, a Feather Phoenix. Discard 1 card, select 1 card from the graveyard, and return it to the top of the deck. That so I can get my Toon Kingdom back when they pop it, or if they pop it. Thought about running this one. Another Magic Reflector just in case I'm running 2. Another 2 Mash just in case. I thought about this one too, the Macro Cosmos. When this card resolves, you can special summon Helios, blah blah blah. From your hand, I don't have those cards. While this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. It's kind of like a little dark law, but he remains on the field all the time until he's taken off. I'm not a big fan of banishing unless it works with this one. So this will help me as long as I have this guy coming out, because then I can shuffle him back in. And this could hurt my opponent really bad because it skips it. So I thought about adding him. I haven't made the final decision yet. But this is my Toon deck. If you have anything that you could add, take away, any opinions, help, because I'm all up for everything. Thanks for viewing the video. Again, like, subscribe, share our videos so we can get some more subscribers out there. Thanks again, you guys.